What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Judog1302 signing in again today. I hope you're having a fabulous day, because I am, because I just recently saw Injustice 2021. The animated, it just came out like a couple weeks ago. I saw it last night. It was fucking amazing. By the way, there's going to be spoilers in this video because I'm going to talk about it, what I liked about it, and I'm gonna show you my initial reaction when I saw it, because it was amazing. I also, too, the spoiler warning is for if you've read the comics and you've played the video games, I'm pretty sure you already know more or less the story of what's going on in the movie, but this one is different from the comics and the games. Way different, okay? So that's for you all too. Spoiler warnings for those people too, because if I remember right, in the comics and the game, the Injustice storyline takes place on Earth 2, I think, if I remember right, and then the movie, actually towards the end, they confirm it in the movie that they're, which I'll play a clip right now.
1. Actually, we're Earth 1. What are we? 22.
Where the whole movie's been is Earth 22, so that's why I guess it's a little bit different. But with spoiler warnings and all that out of the way, let's talk about it, dude. Okay, guys, so the movie starts off, it kind of already sets the tone, like, because, you know, for those that already know what happens in the Injustice storyline, Superman kills Lois Lane and his unborn child, right? So that's not too much of a spoiler. It's part of the whole reason why we have the storyline. So, but they don't, not that they don't, but I was just really amazed. It was a lot cooler, I guess. I'm sorry, you know, it was a lot cooler to actually see it in an animated film. And I've always said this, I tell my dad, I tell everybody this, tell my friends, when it comes to some certain movies, I prefer them to be animated, because you can do a lot more with animation. Just like the Mortal Kombat movies, I like the new one, I like the old ones too, but the new one, what is it, Battle for the Realms and Scorpion's Revenge, those I really like because they're animated, because the gore and stuff, you can do so much more. You don't have to rely on too much, I guess, practical effects or CGI or stuntmen, stuff like that. You can just animate it, draw it the way you want. And I really enjoy, you know, movies like that, because there's some movies that just are better when they're animated. And also, too, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this movie is animated, but it's not for kids. It's rated R, because there's a lot of gory stuff in this movie. But so, like, coming back to what I was saying is, the way it starts, like right here, like, it's so awesome, because it actually shows Superman, like, he's excited because, you know, he's there. Well, I'll just let the scene play for a bit. Hopefully I don't get in trouble. But
how often do you do this? It's a little weird.
You're pregnant?
We're pregnant?
We are. We're pregnant. Mostly you, but I helped. Okay. The preschools are better here, but I really want him or her to go to high school in Smallville. And what about college? Do we want our child to study abroad? A broadened worldview is important, but people will notice if I'm constantly patrolling Oxford.
Yeah, so that's what I was talking about. It's fucking adorable, right, ladies and gentlemen? But also, too, so they're coming back to it, Batman's in the city because the Joker's there trying to do something. He's obviously trying to fuck with Superman. So the whole thing is Joker drugs Superman with fear toxin and all that. That's, you know, part of the storyline. It's the Scarecrow's fear toxin mixed with a little bit of kryptonite. So he hallucinates Lois Lane as Doomsday. And, you know, like I said, if you played the games, you read the comics, you already know what happens. He kills Lois and his unborn kid thinking it's Doomsday by accident. You know what I mean? But before that happens, this is where it gets different from the comics and the games. Okay, so spoiler alert again. The Flash dies like right into the movie. The movie wastes no fucking time. That's another great thing that I love about this movie. The Flash, like, okay, so they put out an APB basically, which is an all-persons bulletin for the Justice League. Like, hey, the Joker has Lois. Let's fucking look around, whatever. So the Flash is running everywhere, going, checking. So what happens is when he gets into the subway, and I'll show you my reaction. This is like my actual reaction. I was like, what the fuck? Like, okay, so the fear toxin goes off. The fear toxin goes off, and it drugs the Flash, and he starts hallucinating, and he can't move. So while he's freaking out, a fucking buzzsaw comes out of nowhere and cuts his fucking head off, dude. Like, no joke. Like, this movie wastes no fucking time. It gets right to it, and it blew my mind. Like, this was my legit reaction when I saw it, because, like I said, this is way different from the comics and the video game. So here you go, check it out. Let's go. Oh, what? Yeah, it's fucking crazy, right? And then, well, obviously, Superman's fighting Lois Lane, thinking it's Doomsday, takes her to space, kills her. Hallucinogens run off or whatever. He's not on it anymore, and then, well, her heart was hooked up to a nuclear bomb that was in Metropolis. So once her heart stops, it goes bang, goes boom, you know? So everybody dies, Perry White, everything. Oh, also, too, at the beginning, Jimmy Olsen, forgot, that's another thing. Jimmy Olsen gets shot through the fucking eye by the Joker while taking pictures. Check it.
Something's wrong. Let's go.
Just one more.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Like that was some shit. Like, this movie just, it doesn't give a fuck, and it goes hard. I really enjoyed it. So after all that, it's a typical story, whatever, of Injustice, but with a few different things here and there. Like I said, when they go to Arkham, that actually happens in the comics, but I don't know. Yeah, it is in Arkham when it happens in the comics, and I think the video game too, but I don't think they showed in the video game where that little shit of a fucking what's his name, Damian Wayne, the new Robin, which is Bruce Wayne's son, fucking kills Dick Grayson, which was the original Robin, which is Nightwing now, because they're fighting. Damian wants to support Superman. Dick Grayson, Nightwing, he's obviously standing with Bruce because that's like his adopted dad, so he's throwing him skina, he's backing him up and shit. And fucking, they're at Arkham. There's a big fight breaks out because they let all the inmates out and stuff. And what do you call it? That little shit Damian ends up getting mad at Dick Grayson, and he throws one of those fucking batons that they have at him, and it hits him, fucking cracks his skull, killing Dick Grayson, dude. So, like, yeah, like it happens in the comics, so I was kind of expecting that, but it happens, and it just, like, what really hit me about that is I've never seen Batman cry. Bruce Wayne or Batman. I've never ever seen him cry in anything. Maybe there's something I haven't read or seen that, because I haven't seen everything, but I've never, as far as I know, I've never seen Batman or Bruce Wayne cry. And the fact that Dick Grayson died, which was his adopted son, and he was the first Robin, he taught him everything, raised him basically like his son. He's dead now. Catwoman goes to see him, and he's just like punching the fuck out of this it's like a basic, I don't know, like a big log with ropes wrapped around it, and his fists are bleeding and shit. And then she pulls off his mask, and he's crying. And like, I just want you to like, this was my reaction when I saw it. I cried a little bit, like, with him, like, because it was that good of a scene. I'm not gonna lie, like, yes, I know they're comic book characters, they're not real people. Yes, I know, I get that, okay? I'm not that fucking crazy. But I kind of cried a little bit because, like, that was a first for me. That's how good of a fucking scene it really was. Dude, fuck, dude,
Stop.
I'm kind of fucking...
Just for today. Don't be Batman. Don't be the mask. It's okay. it out. Just for tonight.
My God, dude.
Let yourself fall apart.
Ow, fuck.
I promise to hold you together.
But yeah, like I said, after all that crazy scene, man, seeing Batman cry, that was a fucking thing. So it's not all too different from the comics at this point, because they go to the Fortress of Solitude for to get a red sun cannon that what do you call it? You know, it makes Kryptonians weak. It's there in the Fortress of Solitude because they have like General Zod and other Kryptonians imprisoned in the Phantom Zone. So Superman keeps it there just in case, because the red sun radiation, it depletes the powers of Kryptonians and stuff like that. You know, just like kryptonite, you know, other stuff. And when they get there, Jonathan Kent is there, which is Superman's adopted father. And Batman freaks out. He's like, yo, we got to get out of here, because if by any chance, if Superman thinks we're here to hurt this man, like, he's gonna let us have it, dude. You know, like, he's gonna put a whooping on us. And lo and behold, fucking Superman ends up showing up, and he thinks the wrong thing. And spoiler alert, well, not really, because in the comics, Green Arrow dies just like this, but the things they're stealing are different. They're trying to steal super pills in the comics and the video game, or not the video game, but in the comics. And in this one, they're just trying to steal that red sun cannon. And him and Superman get into it, and apparently, from the way the tip of the arrow looked, it looked like it had a kryptonite end to it to go through Superman. So when he shoots it, Superman like kind of flicks it away, and it hits his dad, or Jonathan Kent. It hits him in the chest, obviously killing him. And I'll just show you real quick.
Don't make me do this.
Clark! Dad!
But it's like I said, in the reaction right there, it's like, dude, that's kind of your own fault. You know, you could have caught it. Like, let's be honest. You could have caught it. Throwing it. But you fucking flicked it. I'm just saying, you know? And then after that, the story continues. He goes and meets with Ra's al Ghul, which is, you know, they say Raish or Raz. I say Raz. I call it Raz. Okay, so I don't give a shit. But to me, it's Ra's al Ghul. And they go and they meet, and because he's Damian's grandfather, because Talia kind of basically stole something from Bruce Wayne, if you get what I'm saying. But so that's why Ra's al Ghul is Damian's grandfather, and the reason why they show up there to meet with Ra's al Ghul is because what do you call it? He has Amazo. It's you know, come one, come all, come see the amazing Amazo. Never mind, that's kind of old. But so the fact of the matter is, Amazo is basically a cyborg. Not a cyborg. He's a robot with with the synthetic skin or something like that. And he basically, what he can do is he can copy the powers of any fucking super powered person, any metahuman. Okay, okay, that's right. This is DC. All right, it's not Marvel, it's not mutants, but any metahuman, anybody out there, including Superman himself. Amazo can replicate it. So they trick him, or not trick him, they convince Superman to let it go out and do some shit, and it ends up fucking up. It fucks up, obviously, and he's like, yo, you know, Ra's, your robot's malfunctioning. And this is where we get to the end of the movie. The most unlikely hero, actually, is, and he's one of my favorites, he ends up saving the whole fucking day. Fucking motherfucking Plastic Man, dog. Love Plastic Man. The guy's cool. But, and to me personally, I think he might be one of the strongest as far as Earth in the DC universe, in any Earth. I think he might be one of the strongest characters as far as on Earth, but that's besides the point. So Plastic Man and Mr. Terrific, they're out there, they're doing their thing. They build a interdimensional portal, and they bring Superman from Earth 1, which would be our Superman that we read in the comics or that we follow, you know, the Superman that we know, you know. So they bring him, and that's where we got the scene, like you saw at the beginning of the movie, of the video, that you guys are Earth 22. This is why things are different. Him and evil Superman have a big fight. I'll just leave that for you guys to watch. Some things happen, and the only difference between the ending in this and the comic books is, in the comic books and the video game, Superman and Batman from Earth 1 have to force Superman into a Red Sun prison, and in this one he agrees to it. Batman says, me and Mr. Terrific will build a Red Sun prison where you'll be there when we need you, we'll call you. He's like, and Superman responds with, no, wherever you put me, I'll stay. Like, he's trying to be respectful. So that's the only little difference at the same time, at the end. But with all that, dude, like, this movie's great. I hope this video doesn't get copyright striked, because fuck, Warner Brothers can be a son of a bitch. But this movie's very great, and like I said, it's rated R. It's not for children. And the other thing I wanted to just point out really quickly is Harley Quinn she's throughout Harley Quinn or Harlequin or however the fuck you want to say it. She has a big part in this movie, but for me, that was the only part of the movie that I think when it came to her character, it felt like they left some things out. Maybe when you see it, you'll get what I'm saying. Like, it felt like a couple scenes were missing, but that's just me. But with all that and whatnot, it's been JewDog1302 signing out today. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and listening to my little talk about. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have seen it. If you've read the comics or played the games, let me know what you guys think. I want to know your opinion on it, and let me know what you think of the video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. With all that whatnot, thank you guys. I love each and every one of you. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been JewDog1302 signing out. Peace.